watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Desert View Hospital. You can count on us.
Good evening. Today is Wednesday, August 9th, 2023. I'm Missy Kohler, and this is News 25. A local Pahrump man who was previously involved in a police pursuit and alleged to have white supremacist rhetoric decorating his vehicle is arrested once again. Here's the story.
On August 7th, Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies were dispatched in reference to a weapons offense, where the reporting party had stated that an unknown male had pointed and shot a rifle at them. Upon arrival, officers observed a male holding a rifle with a scope in their left hand. The male dropped the rifle and was then detained and identified as Justin Lee, who was previously arrested during a police pursuit. Officers were then notified by dispatch that Justin Lee was currently out on an OR, with one of the conditions being to have no adverse law enforcement contact. Lee was then promptly arrested. According to the declaration of arrest, while in custody, Lee allegedly called the officer multiple different slurs and began flailing in the back of the vehicle, allegedly attempting to kick out the rear windows. Justin Lee also allegedly threatened to kill the officer, their family, and every cop in the Nye County Sheriff's Office. At the same time, officers observed Justin's white van that, according to officers, he is known to drive in, to allegedly be decorated with multiple white supremacy rhetorics, including swastikas and SS lightning bolts. For those unaware, the SS bolt is a symbol with Nazi origin, just like the swastika. Justin Lee was booked into the Nye County Detention Center under the charges of hate crime, harassment, intimidating a public officer, and habitual criminal.
Pat Lemming, founder of the Nye County Pet Rescue Coalition, held their annual meeting to discuss some ongoing issues and challenges that pet rescues are facing in these times. We ran part one of our story on the newscast Tuesday, and today we finish up with part two.
The second most immediate need is, of course, money. Without the community to help us here, we cannot pay our vet bills, we cannot buy these animals the food that they need, we cannot get them the care that they need, and it is a dire situation. We're in a recession or a declining economy right now, and with that we're in an inverse position, in that the need is exponential and the demand on us is overwhelming. But the resources are diminishing. People are not able to make the donations that they would normally make. People want to come in and give us food and those kinds of things, which is, don't get me wrong, are extremely welcome. But our most immediate need is cash. I can't pay for dental, I can't pay for surgeries, I can't pay for the vet bills, I can't get the vaccines that I need, I can't buy the microchips without money flowing in. And we do that in many ways. We have a thrift store called Make an Offer Thrift Store at 1050 South Dandelion, right behind Napa. After their overhead is paid, all of the money, every dime, every penny of that money comes to the shelter for the care of these animals. That is one way that we get the extra money to do the things that need to be done for these animals. And right now, we need help. So if you can volunteer at the store, if you can give donations, if you can help out in any way, please come by either Never Forgotten Animal Society at 3091 North David Street in Pahrump off of Bella Vista, or you can come by the thrift store, which is called Make an Offer Store, and help out there, or you can make donations there, or you can pick up any item that you want. We're going to have an event coming up, which is called the $15 brown bag sale, where whatever you can put into the brown bag will cost you $15, and we don't care what it is. So if you're interested in doing that, that's going to be coming up here in this next month. It's all ways for us to raise money, which is so essentially needed. Every rescue in town is in the same position. We need volunteers, we need money, we need your help. And if you think we're putting forth a valuable service to the community, we need you to step forward. We need you to show us that we are valuable to you and that we are valuable to these animals. If we can be of any help to any of you, please step forward and let us know. We're all at capacity. We are all overwhelmed. and we all need help. So if you can in any way help us, please step forward. My number is 775-764-9070. My phone is on until 8 o'clock at night, every night. So please, if you can help in any way, can you sponsor an event? Can you put forth a flyer? Can we hang out any kind of a notice to your employees? Can we put jars on your counters that will help us raise money? If you can help us in any of these ways, please step forward and let us know. Again, my number is 775-764-9070. And we really, really thank you for stepping forward and helping us take care of all these animals. We really do appreciate the opportunity.
A local man is arrested by Nye County Sheriff's Office for allegedly attempting to destroy evidence from a company embezzlement that took place earlier this year, which was carried out by his family members. RJ Camacho reports.
On May 9th, Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies had received a report of fraudulent activity on USA Towing Inc.'s business account with service provider AT&T. Upon arrival, officers were provided documentation of the USA Towing account that was allegedly used to make the purchase of approximately $350 of equipment. This is in reference to a prior arrest made regarding Kyle and Jessica Shelton, who were alleged to have made the purchases under the business account despite having been terminated. After the two had been arrested, officers later discovered on May 18th that the account allegedly had additional charges, the same reported day, bringing the total charge to well over $5,500. According to the arrest report, one of the Sheltons made a call to John Shelton while they were in the Nye County Detention Center and requested that they conceal the phones, turn them off, and then disappear, to which John Shelton allegedly agreed to do. John Shelton was then placed under arrest on August 4th and booked into the Nye County Detention Center under the charges of grand larceny of $5,000 but less than $25,000, attempting to conceal or destroy evidence, conspiracy to commit grand larceny, and obtaining money or property under false pretenses of $5,000 but less than $25,000.
Eric Whalen from Pahrump Valley Public Transportation made a presentation to the Board of County Commissioners, which includes new service to Amargosa and after-school rides for students.
Pahrump Valley Public Transportation did receive an award notice from the FTA and NDOT regarding our building purchase. We will own our own facility. In addition to that, we also received our award notice from NDOT for our operations funding for the next fiscal years. So Pahrump Valley Public Transportation is doing quite well. Not saying that we're rich, but we are a success story. I just want to give you some updates on our ARPA programs. This includes Beatty, Amargosa, and the after-school programs. We are very pleased to announce that Beatty to Pahrump, the route is doing quite well. We're averaging 4 to 6 riders per trip. That's once a week, going into Beatty every Thursday, and bringing people here to Pahrump for shopping, medical appointments. We've noticed an uptick in medical appointments now that they know that this route is definite. They can schedule their appointments and get things done. Let me see. We're expecting numbers to climb and climb. Every time we go, we increase ridership, so it's looking really good. John Koenig and I went to the meeting in Amargosa at their town board meeting and introduced our services out there. We distributed flyers and did everything we could to promote this. Thus far, we've had no response from anybody in Amargosa wanting to come in on Tuesdays into Pahrump, which is unfortunate. We are still going to pursue that and advertise it and try to promote it and get people to come into Pahrump. We hope that works out well. We did meet with Pahrump Valley High School principal and Rosemary Clark Middle School principals. They are both ecstatic about the program we're going to be offering for the after-school program, giving people, students rides from school after their after-school activities, whether that be sports or academic clubs, whatever the case may be. We can have safe transportation for those students straight to their homes and guaranteed, safety and free to the students and the parents. Both principals and both schools are assisting Pahrump Valley Public Transportation in getting the students registered as well as the parents. We have to have releases from the parents and everything signed. So we are going to get that initiated, and we look forward to that. It'll be starting very soon here.
After the break, we'll check in with Sanders Family Winery. Stay with us.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Welcome back to News 25. Sanders Winery has been a local staple in the community since 1988. News 25 spoke with founder Jack Sanders to tell us more about the successful establishment, along with the musical entertainment and stage play performances Sanders Winery hosts at its venue.
Well, welcome to Sanders Family Winery. We are the oldest winery in the state of Nevada. We were founded back in 1988. We are now in our 35th year of operation. And welcome to our facility. First of all, I have to tell you that we are not the only winery in Pahrump today. Kind of look at us as come visit Pahrump, Nevada's wine country. We have 4 wineries, a distillery. So if you want to have a nice, wonderful day, you can visit all of us the same day. Here at our winery, of course, we always do free wine tasting. You may bring your own food if you like for lunch. And one of the other things that we feature is we have terrific concerts. We bring in great names, wonderful, wonderful performers, performers that you will love to see and performers that you know who they are. So welcome to our town, welcome to our winery, and please come and visit us.
Now that school is back in session, the Pahrump Community Pool announced their new hours of operation.
With school restarting this week, the Pahrump Community Pool is updating its hours starting today, Wednesday, August 9th. Adult swim Monday through Friday, noon till 3 p.m. Weekend, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Open to anyone 18 years or older, 7 days a week. Times will change during the 2 weeks of swim lessons. Open swim is Monday through Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. Weekend, noon to 6 p.m. Open to everyone, with some areas occasionally restricted for use. An adult must accompany non-swimmers and children under the age of 9. The community pool is located at 470 North Highway 160.
Here's a look at your sports with Mikey.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports. The day with the Stanley Cup tour continued. Goaltenders Aiden Hill and Logan Thompson, they took it to Alberta Children's Hospital and cheered up some kids. Then they brought it to their childhood arena in Calgary. Then it looks like they got thirsty and they're drinking milk. Las Vegas Aviators took care of business last night against the Sacramento River Cats 10-9. Rematch tonight at 7:05. Las Vegas Aces coming off a 1-game losing skid in action last night. They dominated the Dallas Wings 104-84. They welcome the Washington Mystics on Friday. 4 more sleeps until Raiders football. They take on the 49ers in their first preseason game this Sunday. Pahrump Valley High School is holding a student-athlete parent meeting on August 10th at 6 p.m. If you have any questions, call 775-727-7737, extension 3227. The Henderson Little League team beat Utah last night 6-3. They will play the winner of the Utah-Montana game on Friday. If they win that game, they'll head off to Williamsport, Pennsylvania to play in the Little League World Series. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
The Nye County Animal Shelter is promoting Clear the Shelter this month and have free adoptions. In today's Rescue a Pet segment, meet Samantha.
Today's Rescue a Pet segment is brought to you by Realty Executives in Action. Put the team at Realty Executives in action for you.
Hi, I'm Tasha Crabtree, the Animal Shelter Manager here at the Nye County Animal Shelter. Today I'm here with Samantha. She's approximately 2 years old. She is a Staffordshire Terrier, black and white, spayed female. She's super playful, super friendly, very high energy, but also loves to be a couch potato. She'll crawl right up onto your lap and lick your face. She was brought to us overheated as a stray. We were able to get her temperature down and care for her, and she's just been hanging out here ever since. She's looking for a forever home, and she is part of our Clear the Shelter event, where all of our animals are actually able to be adopted free of charge for all approved adopters. If you want to meet Samantha and all of her friends here at the shelter, you can visit us at 1580 East Seary Lane in Pahrump, across from the treasurer's office. And if you'd like to view our other adoptable animals online, you can do so at the number 24petconnect.com and search our zip code 89060.
Coming up, we'll have your health report. Stay with us.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. The term bed rotting is taking off on social media. It's when someone decides to spend all day in bed, scrolling through social media or binge watching their favorite show. Younger people are embracing it as a form of self-care. But when can it turn negative for their mental health?
I would say bed rotting can become a problem if you are doing it in the context to avoid something. So maybe you're anxious about something and that's why you're staying in the bed, or you're avoiding social interactions and you prefer to be socially isolated.
Cleveland Clinic children's pediatric psychologist Emily Mudd says constant pressure to be productive can be overwhelming, especially for kids. With this in mind, taking a day off to rest in bed is not necessarily a bad thing. Dr. Mudd says time to relax can help a child de-stress, but urges against using a concept like bed rotting as a primary coping skill. Spending too much time in bed can lead to social isolation, which is a risk factor for mental health disorders like depression and anxiety. So what should parents keep in mind?
If you are a parent and your child has been spending significant periods of time in bed, that is raised for concern. You know, children have social and emotional needs. They have activity needs to be out playing with peers, learning. And so those are really important for social emotional development.
Dr. Mudd encourages parents to keep an open, non-judgmental dialogue with their kids about mental health. Seek professional treatment if a child is showing symptoms of depression or anxiety.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
We had some visitors today out by the TV station. The Borough stopped by to say hi. Well, they were way out there, but good to see them. Weather forecast coming up next. John's on the way.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios, all up and down the East Country Radio Network and worldwide to your phone on the local BTV app, the app that puts the app in happiness. 92 degrees in Fernley, 94 in Fallon. Carson City and Tonopah tied at 88. You're our Cool Spot Award winners, sharing the honors tonight. Congratulations. Goldfield just out of the money at 89. 95 degrees in beautiful Beatty. It's 101 in Amargosa, our hot spot in Las Vegas at 99. Just about perfect. 113 out there in Death Valley. A couple degrees cooler than the last couple days, so it's heading in the right direction. And here in the Paradise of Pahrump, let's take a look. Our current temperature, 96 degrees. It was 98 just a little bit earlier. I was feeling perfectly body temperature. It was very nice. South-southwesterly winds to 11 miles per hour as the sun rose this morning at 5:57. Setting this evening, giving up a couple more minutes of that sweet, sweet daylight and a couple more minutes of the dark stuff piling on. 7:41. Look for the sunset. It's going to be under partly cloudy skies. Great colors of the sky tonight as we head to a low of 75 degrees. And as we head on into the rest of the week, Well, tomorrow we got something interesting, maybe a little touch of rain. Yeah, a little bit. 17% chance. Temperature's about 96 degrees for the next couple, 3 days. Clouds will come and go. We'll have a little bit of a sprinkle on Thursday, but Friday, Saturday, just kind of up there for the decoration, I guess. Beautiful, puffy, decorative clouds Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday, and sunshine the rest of the week. Winds about 10 miles per hour and a little bit under. On average, we start the week at 96, end up at 104, about an 8-degree variance in the temperatures. And it will seem familiar territories getting back to triple digits next week after these last couple of weeks. But enjoy it while you can. Back to the desk, it's Missy Kohler.
Thanks, John. Jamie Royal Robbie Robertson passed away at the age of 80 today after a long illness. He was a Canadian musician, best known for his work as lead guitarist for Bob Dylan in the mid to late 1960s and early to mid 1970s, as guitarist and songwriter with the band from their inception until 1978, and for his career as a solo recording artist. That's going to wrap things up for News 25 tonight. I do thank you for joining us. I'm Missy Kohler. Have a wonderful night.